So a harmonic sequence is a sequence of numbers whose reciprocals form an arithmetic sequence. Like for example, so we have your 1/2, 1/4, 1/6, and then let's say we want to know, or let me write this one correctly. We want to know what will be the next term. Okay. So we defined earlier that harmonic sequence, it is a sequence of numbers whose reciprocals form an arithmetic sequence. Now, if we look at the reciprocal of each of the term here, the reciprocal of 1/2 is actually equals to 1 over 1 over 2, okay? And this gives us 1 divided 1 times 2 over 1, that's the reciprocal, okay? And then that gives us a value of 2. So for the remaining 1/4, the reciprocal of this one is 4, while for 1/6, its reciprocal is simply 6. Now, we get each of these term, these reciprocals. So I want to write this one here. Reciprocals. These are the reciprocals. We get 2, 4, 6. So what should be the next term? But before that, notice that this one, this has a common difference of 2. Well, the common difference is also positive 2. So our expectation here, this should gives us an answer of 8. Okay, so that should be the value of the next number. So this is what we mean by harmonic sequence. So a harmonic sequence, it's nothing but a sequence of number whose reciprocals, the reciprocals of each of these numbers, is actually an arithmetic progression. Okay, like this. So this is actually an arithmetic progression. So if the reciprocal of those sequence of number is in the form of an arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression, then this one is called harmonic sequence. Okay, so that's the definition of harmonic sequence. So if we go back here to this question earlier, so what is the next term here? So you would just easily see that the answer to that should be 1/8. So our final answer will be 1/2, 1/4, we have 1/6, and the next term here should be 1/8. Okay, so this is what we called harmonic sequence or harmonic progression. Another crucial thing that you have to remember about this harmonic sequence is that you could actually create a general standard form of harmonic sequence, like with the arithmetic progression. Going back to our discussion of the arithmetic progression, or the end term in an arithmetic progression is actually can be found using this equation, n minus 1 times the common difference. Now for harmonic harmonic progression, HP, our n term in that form can be calculated can be found simply by using this equation. Okay, so this is for our arithmetic form, while the second one is for our harmonic progression. Okay, so we are given here a harmonic progression. We have 1, the next term is 1/4, the next term is 1x, and the last term is 1/10. So we were asked to find the value of x. So what is the value of x? Now, there are actually several ways of solving this one. But first, let us convert this harmonic progression, because we claim that this is a harmonic progression, into an arithmetic progression. So we convert this into an arithmetic progression. So we get to find the reciprocal of each of the terms. So this is gonna be 1. The next is gonna be 4. Next is 4. We have 1. Next is 4. Next is just x, we don't know that. And then next is 10. Now, you would typically see that based from this one, the common difference here is positive 3. So our expected value here plus 3, that should be 7. That's our tentative guess for now. Well, let us use the equation of the arithmetic and the harmonic progression. So the n term is given by 1 over the first term plus n minus 1 of times d. Now in this case, we're looking for the third term. So the first term here is 1, and here is 3 because we're looking for the third term, minus 1. And the common difference here is actually just 3. So we get 1 over 1 plus 2 times 6. So we get 1 over, no, not 6. But this just simply 3. So 1 plus 6, that should be 7. So the value of our x here is actually 7. Now, I'm going to use another approach in solving the value of x using the concept of mean. I know that a2 or a3, I mean this is a3. We know that a3 is the mean of a2 plus a4. Then we have to divide this by 2. So we get a2, which is 4, plus a4 is 10, divide by 2. So we have here 14, divide by 2, we get 7. So the value of x is 7. Okay. Let's have another example to better understand this one. Okay, so we are given here a harmonic progression. So these are all the givens. we have the third term. The third term, or A3, this is going to be our A3, has a value of 15. And our ninth, ninth term has a value of 6. Now, we have to solve for the value of the 11th term. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let us solve for the value of the 11th term. But we don't know the first term. Let's try and focus on the arithmetic progression. On the arithmetic progression of this should be 1 over 15, and for this one is 1 over 6, and for this one it should be 1 over x. Okay, but we don't know again the first, the second, and so on and so forth. We don't know that one, but this is already the arithmetic progression. So I think I will just stick with what is the idea of arithmetic progression, and I will just simply erase that one. I will not make A3 as my A1. So I'll stick to the part, or I'll stick to the idea that um, arithmetic progression is that. Okay, let's continue. So for this one, to solve for the 11th term, or to get the value of the third term is actually A1 plus n minus 1 times d, but since this is already known, so this is 1 over 15, well, this is unknown, plus 3 minus 1, d is also unknown, so I have here 15 equals a plus 2d. First equation, let's say equation 1. This one. This is our equation 1. Let's proceed here to A6 is actually the ninth term, so A9 is A plus n minus 1 times D. So this is going to be 1/6 equals A is unknown, plus we have here 9 minus 1 times D. So this becomes 1/6 equals A plus 8D. So let's say this is gonna be our equation 2. Okay, I think I already see similar terms here, so okay. For the 11th term, this becomes, okay, equation 3. So A11 is A plus n minus 1 times D So this is gonna be 1 over x because we don't know the value of this. So a is still unknown, plus 11 is our n minus 1 times d. So we have 1 over x equals a plus 10 d. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Let us try. So let's say I'm gonna find here, find the value of a. Let's solve for the value of a here. So a is actually equals to minus 2d plus 1 over 15 from equation 1. Here, solve for a. So a here is negative 8d plus 1 6. So we could just somehow combine these two because the value of a is this and the value of a is this. So we could say negative 2d plus 1 over 15 equals negative 8d plus 1 6. So we're gonna combine like terms here. So this is gonna be negative, it's gonna be negative 2d plus 8d. On the right side we have 1/6 minus 1 over 15. So we get here 6d. Um, so 6d equals, so here I think we have here 30. Common difference here, or the common denominator will be 30. So 30 divided by 6, that's going to be 5. 5 times 1 is just 5. So that's going to be 30 divided by 15, it's 2 times negative 1, we have negative 2. So we get 3 over 30. Okay, so we're not yet done. So we get here 6d and divisible by 3. We have here 1 over 10. And now we divide both sides by 6. So we get d is 1 over 60. So the common difference is 1 over 60. Let's try that one. So we get a common difference of 1 over 60. Now let's solve for the value of a. So find the value of a. What is the actual value of a? Well, you could use either of this equation, this one or this one, but for this I'm going to use this one. So we have negative 2d plus 1 over 15. So we know that our d is actually 1 over 60 plus 115. So we have here negative 2 over 60 plus 1 over 15. So we have negative 1 over 30 plus 1 over 15. Let us continue. So our a here The common denominator here will be 30. 30 divided by 30 is just 1, so times negative 1 is just 1, so we have 30 divided by 15 is 2, times positive 1 is just 2, so we have here 1 over 30. Okay, so with that said, going back here to solve for the value of uh, x, okay, solve for the value of x, because we were asked to solve for the value of x. What is the, going back here, what is the value of the 11th term? Okay, okay. Okay, let's do this one. So we have here 1 over x. Well, a is actually 1 over 30. 1 over 30 plus 10. Well, our d is actually 1 over 60. 1 over x is actually, for the 11th, this is 11. Let me put this on the 11th term. So this is going to be 1 over 30, 1 over 30 plus 10 over 60, which is 1 over 30 plus 1 6. So our 11th term should be, well, the common here is actually 30, so 30 is just 1. We have 5, so we have here 6 over 30. So we get 1 over x11 term. That should be, this is 6. 30 is divisible by 6, so this can be 1 over 5. So our 11th term is 1 over 5. Okay. So with that said, the value here is actually equals to 5. And this is the answer. I hope you get that one.